Yo, it's your boy Kenji, man, and look here, I got another reaction and review. This is Kingdom, chapter 725. Let's get into it. And let me note this right quick. Like I said in the last chapter, I'm not impressed with this backstory of Kenji. And a lot of people in the comment sections, my subscribers, the Kingdom fandom, Shohiken gang, ooh, they agree with me. It seems to me, let me just say this. I agree with everything that everybody said because they all agree with me. But look, let me break this down. You remember when they was hyping this up? They've been hyping Kanki's background up. And remember, I forgot who said it. It was like, the anger that Kanki has is enough to burn steel. You remember that? If you can find that and send it to me, send it to my Twitter page, but guess what? I don't be on Twitter and nobody follows me. But look, and then in the Saki, remember when they was in the forest? The Saki started talking about it. That girl, she started talking about it. She was being all like, I'm going to tell you the rest later because it's going to be so much spicier in detail. I'm thinking like, man, and then we finally get it. But here's the big point I'm making out. You know, the real reason why I'm not feeling this is because they're not telling us where his anger comes from. They are not telling us where his ruthlessness is coming from. They're telling you about how the Saki clan got ruthless and how they got to where they at. This is the Saki clan story. And Kenki is being used as this pivot to show you about them. And I'm thinking like, but the way they're speaking, they're like, you hear about his backstory? It's amazing. I'm thinking like, bruh, you still ain't told me how he got this way. Like, I thought this was the whole point of horror. This is the whole point of us being intrigued by this. It's like, okay, where's the point? Where's that point where he changes? You remember when Shin changed? When he was fighting that assassin that killed Roy? That, imagine if you never saw that and we just saw this nigga run into battle talking about, I'm going to be the greatest general of the heavens. Didn't see Hoy die, nothing. They just said, fuck that, skip that part and let's go straight into the battle. That's what I'm talking about. That's my critique. So if you're watching this, you let me down, man. I'm just saying, you still have time to actually write the reason why Kanki anger is supposed to be hot enough to melt steel. Oh, I hyped it up. Everybody has been waiting for the Kanki background. Where Kanki come from? We know he a bandit, but where? How? How did he bring all those people together? I am being critical today, right? On my favorite manga. But fuck it, man. Let's go see Shin switch up his position now. Because they done made Kanki look like nah, he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. I guarantee you at the end of this chapter, horror is going to try to make him look. Kanki had to be this way. He chose this way because the higher ups are evil. And they're all about gluttony and all this and nah. Alright, Shin. The wrath that flows within Kanki's roots. See? That's the type of shit they be saying. They be saying that shit and it gets you so hyped and just to show you nothing. Nothing. They already said everything they about to show us. They already said it. You can already guess what happened to these people without them going to the flashback. Alright? But whatever, man. I can't wait to get through this. And so some Saki dude is speaking. I guess it's the dude with the mask. The only one that you can see is eyeballs. Then we had no other choice but to tell you about the day Kanki attacked the Lord who burned my face. I'm about to be very sarcastic. He burnt my face so bad. And then he's like, why would Kenji do that to him? And then I don't even know why she was like, why would he do that to him? I mean, ain't like I just heard about the governor fucking these kids up. And then some other dude that used to be a part of the Naki clan, he's like, he got a question mark at the end. For revenge? And I'm thinking like, and he's acting like that's not the answer. Duh! And then the other members, like the girl and this other dude, they just looking at him. And then he goes, on that night, we got to find out for the first time about what wrath that flows within Kenki's roots. Roots is. And Shin's like, oh, he's sweating like, oh. And that thing probably is still, no, more likely it is blazing even stronger than before. So we go back to the Flash. They been over dramatic, bro. But I'm putting a little bit more onto it, but shit. I wouldn't even be listening to that shit no more. I get it. Alright, I get it. I'm about to go take a nap. We just got done taking this whole city. And so we see all the younger Saki clan members with Kenji. It's dark. So I'm assuming they about to go into the governor's house and fuck him up. Probably burn his face. Probably stick a knife in his stomach. Something like that. I mean, he probably gonna do the same thing. It would have been cool if Kenji had some scars too. Like, oh, that's where his anger came from. But he has no scars. And Kenji's like, let's go. Narration. I'm gonna use the dude's voice. At first, we all thought he's going after all the treasures that the Lord had gathered. And so they break in, they looking at all the treasure, swords. They're like, phew, amazing. Wow. Be quiet. We won't be able to carry all this out. Good work. Good. Let's head out now, Kenji. Where's Kenji? Huh? And we see Kenji. Probably some person who just, what they call those guys? A warden? Nah, this is the Chinese version. A housekeeper, right? And he's stabbing somebody in the stomach. It hurts. Spare me. Spare me. It hurts. And I'm thinking like, that's a grown man on the ground with this little kid with a sword. I know people like, but he is. I would have kicked him in his nuts. I don't give. He probably would have cut my leg off, but that foot would have got there, right? And then the old boy, he comes out. Oh, found him. What are you doing, Kenji? And Kenji don't even look at him. He's just slowly stabbing him. Lord's room is located at the very top of building at north. Spare me. Lord's room. He's cutting him. You know, I'm gonna just say this. You're not that old, man. I mean, if somebody cut me in the stomach, I ain't about to be saying spare me. I'm about to be like, get this shit out of here. Look, pop, 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 pop. Something, you know. He ain't that old. He could have did something. And so, the Lord, he was sleeping. They tie a sheet over his mouth. Then they wrap him up. And he's just, you know, where your guards at, bro? Where all the guards? You telling me all these little kids killed all these guards? Bro. But this is not Assassin's Creed, bro. This is a dude with a whole bunch of enemies. You telling me kids broke into your house? Where your security at, bro? They didn't even show them kill. They didn't even show them kill no guards. We didn't even see one guard. We saw a housekeeper. And you know how we know it was a housekeeper? He didn't have a sword with him. He had no armor. And the motherfuckers just seemed to be walking and not looking around. So where's his bodyguard? Come on, Lord. You about to die tonight because you didn't have enough security. And these kids are about to fuck you up. And Kenji looks at him from upside down. He's laying like this. Kanki's over his body. Don't make a scene, because I'm going to do exactly what you've been doing so far. What you've been doing to us so far. What you've been, whatever, nobody cares. And he can't scream. And then they grab like a torch, lay it on his face. Step. What? Shio. What's wrong with Shio? I think Shio's still tripping out in the corner somehow. Alright. And the girl's like, what are you doing, Kenji? And I'm thinking like, bitch, what the fuck you think we... This nigga just... She's like, what the... Man, shut up, bitch. We are here to steal his treasures. It didn't seem like he told you anything. He didn't say nothing. That's what you plan to do. And Kenji's like, not for me. I'm here to kill this guy. And why would you not kill him? Huh? Oh, whatever. I still don't know the girl's name. Show, look at this trash. I'll burn him completely. More than you. Oh, they just slowly burn in his face. Man, I know that hurts. You just be sleeping. There's some kids come in and burn your face. Boy, if you survive this, boy, you got to beat it. Everybody in town should laugh at your goofy ass. And he going, you can hear the skin crackling on his face. Old girl's like, stop it, Kenji. Even if you do that, there's no significance to it. Oh, man. You know how exhilarated I would have been if Kenji would have just slapped her in the next panel. I would have been like, horror! Because that was the dumbest shit you could ever act. There's no significance in killing this dude, the Lord, that's raping and killing and burning all these kids that are coming to us for help. Stupidest bitch in the world. If you want to kill him, then hurry. If you don't, they will find out. Who gonna find out? You mean the guards that y'all didn't pass by? Significance. And Kenji's like, what is significance? Sho, who was a child who couldn't resist, had his face burned away. And first of all, these kids are like kids, right? She's using the word significant. I'm thinking like, what you mean? Revenge is the most easiest thing to understand, nigga. That's the significance. Bitch, you burned me, I'm gonna burn you. That's the significance. That's why I said Kenji should have slapped her, and then if she would have flinched at him, like, I can't believe, backhand her with the knuckles, they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I do not endorse a beaten woman. Alright, you two sisters were continuously raped until you had scars all over your bodies. Others had their skins peeled off and got their breasts cut off. And were forced to watch as dogs eat those. Against these guys who does those kinds of things, you don't need things like significance. Bro, this chapter is a waste of time. I feel like I'm reading My Hero Academia. Wow. Let me tell you, I'm glad I don't read that no more, because I was just sick of going back and forth with My Hero Academia fans. I can't wait till that shit ends, so y'all can be like, what else we gonna watch? I don't know, we might have to go read Boruto, because that shit is garbage too, even though I still read it. I got to finish the story. Alright, Kanki's about to do a speech. I told you guys before that days of getting robbed is over, and we will be reclaiming those from now on. What do you mean? Are you telling us you are going to avenge us all? Kenji, in this world, there are morons who do whatever they please from high places, and those at very bottom who get sacrificed for them, and those who are in between. You guys, who are at the very bottom, think that revenge should be done to those fuckers at high places. But truth be told, that's not how it should be. Everybody like, what the fuck you talking about? We doing revenge right now. Of course, we will properly take revenge against these trashes. But it won't end that easily. The opponent who those at the bottom truly has to point their wrath at are those at the middle ground who says it has nothing to do with them and feign ignorance. That's Shin. That's Shin who he feigns ignorance about what truly happens. Look, I knew it. Flashback. First face we see is Shin, Naki, all being shocked. And then we go right back to the flashback where the kids all look shocked too. What? Huh? People at the middle? Kenki, what are you talking about? Excuse me. Are you talking about ordinary people? But they didn't do anything to us. Right, they didn't. But by numbers, this world is populated by those people in the middle. Because those guys don't do anything. The structure of this world is not changing. Now I see how Kenki really thinks. I see how he thinks. He's a communist. He's a Marxist. Oh, man. I don't think he believes in the whole empire thing. Nah. He wants to get rid of the middle class, basically. Reminds me of some people in our country. And then we see some more shocked faces. You know, most of this chapter is people's shocked expressions of what they're saying. And I'm thinking like, it's not that interesting. It's not that they have no relation. They rather have huge relation to all of this. Those guys are the true trashes who deserve nothing short of having their whole skins peeled off. And then we see some more shocked faces. The same ones we just seen in the previous page. But this time, from this angle. Man, hurry up with this chapter, bro. Let's get to the battle. What are you saying, Kenki? The opponent you say you are pointing your wrath at are every human being other than those at the very bottom. In other words, you are saying you have hatred against almost everything in this world, and you are denying them. And we go back to the Shin. We go back to Shin. Another shocking expression. They like, oh. And then we see Naki, oh. And then we see old boy there. So we're Naki like, oh. And I'm like, I'm so sick of this chapter. And then we go to the next panel. We see another shocking face from Shin. And then somebody comes out from the, underneath the tower and like, hold on, Captain, I found you. Report from scouts that were sent outside. He has arrived. Then Zhao, oh, this Shin. Then Zhao army is already here. No, that's not it. It says that General Kenki's squadron is heading this way. From what direction? What did you say? Alright, we see him. Report from scouts. Found Gion ahead. And on top of its wall, as Boss said, there is the flag. Okay, this is Moran. I knew this was his voice that I was trying to get. The flag of Quinn, they say. Is that true? It's true. Oi, Boss. Ooh. And we go back where Shin is. This is Carrio 10. Shin, are you over there? General Kenki is heading this way. I just heard I'll be there right away. Haha. Some dude from the Saki clan. As expected. He's alive. As expected of Kenki. Kenki came as he promised. Yeah. How come some Saki members, I'm not about to do all their voices because I can't see them. How come he He somehow came even when he's being chased. General Rishin of the Haishin unit. Unfortunately, our conversation ends here. Thank you. What else you gonna tell me? You gonna tell me how you conquered all the how you conquered all the bandit traps, all the bandit tribes as he got older, and y'all start gathering more and more people with you. I want to know. That's what I want to know. I want to know. First of all, I want two things. I want to know how he got that ruthless. Didn't answer that. And two, how he gathered all those bandit tribes under his under his command. How did he do that? That's the two things we wanted to know. We do not give a fuck about you and the Saki clan and how y'all became and how he got revenge for y'all. We don't give a fuck, man. Man, you could have kept Saki clan a secret. I don't care about these kids being raped, cut up, and doing all this shit. Of course something bad happened to you guys. You got ears for necklaces. I'm not trying to seem like I just I don't feel for them and their plight. I'm just saying I don't feel for them at all. I try to care. I try to go deep in and be like, oh, let me try to care. And I'm gonna care so much, but I just don't give a fuck. Here's Naki. Wait. Tell us one more for last. The woman called Shio you were talking about is now dead. Hold up, who's Shio? Was Shio the leader of the clan? I don't even know. Fuck it. I think it was the girl that was speaking. Shio and Sho. So who was this girl? The girl right here. So it was two different people. I didn't even know that. And so after that, Kenji left Saki and created his own clan. And he became the king of criminals. Became king of darkness. Didn't I tell y'all not to tell me this? I just said it, right? He about to say everything I just about to say. Alright, and Shin's like shocked, like, oh my god, I can't believe he did all that. You couldn't come up with that yourself, nigga? You couldn't tell he did all that? They not giving you no details. Horror said, I'm not giving it to you. I ain't giving it to you till this battle is over with. Horror knows what he's doing, man. That's fucked up, bro. Cut your crap. Just what part of him is king? And dude's like, he is king. Kenki's gaze from the start appears to be at the bottom, but was actually at the very high sky. I can't acknowledge that. But shit, is you mad that they calling him the king? Man, you call your Tama king. Ozen calls himself a king. He'd be like, man, my kingdom all the time. But let Kenki do it. Oh, you know why Kenki can't do it? Because he killed a couple of innocent people from Zao. Nobody gives a fuck about those people in the forest, Shin. The Zao king and the Zao people didn't even know those people was out there. Right? And somebody's like, that's enough. Shows also been too talkative. Shit. That show. Things like stories of the past are nothing of concern. Because problem right now is this situation of us in the middle of the enemy territory. The fact that we are at this is we hold up. Molten? Man, I thought you died, Molten. Straight up. But man, they'll never let Molten do nothing. But I'm gonna tell you this. If you haven't seen my Molten video, go to my go check it out, man. A lot of what Molten does, he does like what he's known for. What he did after China got unified. He was the dude that the Xianu, those people that come from the north, all feared. It was like, oh, it's Molten, right? That was him. That's what they used to do when they hear Molten. Ah. And we see Shan. No, this is the girl. But it could be a sign of a turnaround. And with Kanki's entrance, the flow will change greatly again. My nigga Kenji, we ain't gonna never get to hear your background, bro. That could be its own manga, bro. Straight up. Seeing how he do that, we need some spin-off series, bro. Right now. Like this series ain't gonna end. I think this series is gonna last. Hold up, y'all. I gotta know how old horror is. Because my boy who created Berserk died. And even though his team is still writing the show, he probably wrote notes and everything. Oh, my boy is 47, man. He's still young. He's young, man. Eat healthy, hard. Stay young. Japanese. Yeah. Stay young. You know what I'm saying? And finish this manga, bro. And if you do finish this manga, man, have somebody on your team. Because I know you're watching, man. I just believe it. If you could do this, have somebody like somebody with some who loves this manga just as much as the fans do. Have them do a spinoff, man. You know how My Hero Academia got a spinoff and shit? Bro, I would love to see a spinoff on Kanki. Like, soon as Kanki dies in this show, the spinoff should be on chapter 1, bro. At least on chapter 1. Give us a spinoff. Because that way, we can see two different perspectives at two different times. I can see us. You could do a spinoff on really anybody. Oki, Duke, Hoy. Come on, man. It gotta be on somebody who died, though. It can't be nobody that's still alive. Straight up. No. So that's why I say, when Kanki die, make a spinoff for your boy, man. You know, bandits. That'd be so dope. But like I said, man, I said everything I said, I meant that, man. I really tried to care about Kanki's backstory. But like I said, I just couldn't give a fuck. You know, I sincerely couldn't. Because I feel like they didn't have to draw this. They could have just said this. Hard, you didn't have to draw this. You could have just said this. And we would have got the message. Oh, we got revenge. Got it. Boom. Show up, Kanki. But and it took like 3-4 weeks to get that out. I guess he just wanted to do a break. Sometimes I feel like when certain manga artists put out like I guess a not what can I say, a superb manga chapter like they do previously. I feel like they're trying to take a break. They like, man, let's just draw it real quick. Don't add nothing too much. Just draw it. Get it out there. I'm going on vacation. Peace. Bye. Release those 2 chapters when I'm on vacation. I'll write the rest when I come back. That's just how I feel. But 30 minutes. I did not mean to make this that long. It's only supposed to be 20 minutes. I try my best to make it short. But hey, man, all those guys who were talking about, man, your video's too long, and I told you, well, your head too long, Nick. You think too much. You go do that to other people's videos, man. I'm not the fit. I do make videos that's short though, and those ones do get a lot of views. But I don't really care about the Kingdom chapter getting that many views, because I do the Kingdom chapter views because I want to. That's because I want to. I'm passionate about the show, but like I said, man, I'm gonna be doing the next video come out, man. It's gonna be about Shin. I'm trying to do the character reviews different now. What I notice is I'm giving a lot of detail on the character that you already know. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to shorten the character that we know in the manga. I'm gonna do a quick synopsis on it, and then I'm gonna just go into their real historical story instead of and I'm gonna do the anime story first, quick 30 seconds, and then get into the historical version. Cause then I'll put that, I put it last, but I'm talking about these characters as if y'all don't know. What you probably don't know is the historical version of them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, that's more better. All right, it's your boy Kenji. Subscribe, comment, like, share, do all the thug dizzle. I'm out.